Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to the class. In our last session, we explored the principles of cleaner production and how product design for sustainability can significantly reduce environmental impacts. We also saw how design stage decisions such as material selection, durability, and eco-design set the foundation for a more sustainable future. Today, we are going to expand our focus to packaging and how life cycle thinking applies to this critical aspect of product design. Packaging is essential for protecting products during transit and storage, but it also represents a significant environmental cost. We will also explore managerial strategies that businesses can adopt to reduce their environmental footprint while maintaining productivity and profitability. So, at the end of this lecture, you should be able to understand the role of packaging and the environmental impacts it generates. Apply life cycle thinking to packaging decisions, balancing production, transport efficiency, and end of life impacts. Identify practical strategies for businesses to reduce packaging waste and make sustainable packaging choice. Recognize the managerial implications for implementing cleaner production and product design strategies. So, let's begin with life cycle thinking in packaging and how it influences sustainable decisions. Life cycle thinking in packaging. Okay. When you purchase a product, how often do you consider the packaging? Do you think about its environmental impact, or is it just something to throw away? Packaging is not just about protecting the product during transport, it's also a significant source of waste. In fact, packaging often represents a large proportion of the waste generated throughout the supply chain. However, packaging also serves important functions: protecting the product, reducing in-transit losses, and improving consumer convenience. The challenge lies in balancing these benefits with the environmental cost of packaging, production, and disposal. Role of packaging. Packaging serves several functions: protecting the product during storage and transport, reducing in-transit losses and ensuring product integrity, like preventing contamination or damage, enhancing aesthetic appeal and consumer convenience, often contributing to branding. But all these benefits come at a cost. The environmental impacts of packaging come from production, the energy and materials required to make the packaging, transportation, the space and weight packaging adds to the product during transportation, leading to higher fuel consumption, end of life, the disposal of packaging materials which can result in landfill waste, ocean plastic or pollution. So, let us see into some fundamental principles of sustainable packaging. Sustainable packaging must meet functional requirements like product protection while minimizing environmental impact. The following principles guide sustainable packaging design. Number 1, reduce. Use minimum packaging necessary for safety and hygiene. For example, in grocery logistics, retailers like Metro Pakistan and Imtiaz have moved to more minimalist packaging for fresh produce, reducing and waste and costs. Reuse or recycle. Design packaging for reusability, for example, returnable carrots and recycling like PET plastic, cardboard. Use high quality recyclable materials to ensure that packaging can be effectively recycled after use. Avoid hazardous substances. minimize toxic additives or chemicals that impede recycling or cause environmental harm, especially in perishable food packaging. Now, let's look about the plastics dilemma and trade-offs. Plastics are lightweight and often reduce product damage during transit, which can lower transport emissions. However, plastic packaging has long been a major environmental issue due to its persistence as litter and its low recycling rates. For example, in Pakistan, plastic waste is a growing issue in urban areas like Karachi, where plastic bags and packaging often end up in the streets, contributing to both land and water pollution. On the other hand, paper, card or alternatives sometimes have higher production energy and emissions. The trade-off here is that plastic may be lighter and more transport efficient, but paper may biodegrade faster and be more recyclable. The decision should be made after evaluating both the environmental cost of production and the end-of-life impact. Innovations in packaging. Some innovations are already taking place in the packaging industry. Recycled materials. Many companies are now using recycled content in packaging, reducing the need for virgin materials. Compostable and bio-based materials. There is a growing interest in developing compostable packaging or bio-based alternatives to plastic, which can biodegrade and have lower environmental impacts. Refill and reuse systems. Retailers are exploring refill stations for products like detergent, shampoo and even food, where consumers can reuse packaging, eliminating single-use plastic. For example, IKEA has moved towards recycled cardboard packaging for in flat pack furniture, which has a lower environmental footprint compared to traditional packaging materials. Cross-cutting implementation and managerial implications. As a supply chain manager, if you had to choose between implementing a new expensive technology to reduce emissions or making simple minimal design changes to improve energy efficiency, which would you prioritize and why? In sustainable product design and cleaner production, cross-cutting strategies are those that interlink various stages of production, design and logistics to create more sustainable outcomes. These strategies should be considered at every level of the supply chain, from raw material extraction to end-of-life recycling. Use life cycle assessment (LCA) early in design. One of the most important tools for making sustainable decisions is the life cycle assessment. LCA evaluates both the embodied impacts, materials and manufacturing emissions, and operational impacts, energy use and emissions during the use phase. For example, if you are designing a new product using life cycle assessment, it helps you compare the energy required to manufacture the product versus its energy consumption during its use phase. The carbon footprint of material sourcing versus transportation emissions. This allows designers and managers to make informed decisions about which product characteristics will minimize environmental impact without compromising on performance. Material policies and supplier auditing. To ensure that products are designed sustainably is crucial to maintain clear material policies that specify preferred materials, for example, renewable or recyclable, banned or restricted materials like hazardous substance like PVC, supplier auditing to ensure that environmental and ethical standards are met across the supply chain. For example, Fairphone, a company known for its ethical supply chain, conducts rigorous audits to ensure transparency and accountability in its sourcing practices. avoiding conflict minerals and ensuring fair labor practices. Design for circularity. A key principle in sustainable design is to design for circularity. This means creating products and packaging that are easy to disassemble, repair and remanufacture. The goal is to recover components at the end of the product's life and recycle them into newer products or components. Like BMW designed its car with easily separable parts to improve recycling at the end of their life cycle. Similarly, Apple has designed its iPhone for easy disassembly, allowing valuable materials like gold, silver and copper to be recovered. Scale low-cost measures. First, many businesses can start implementing sustainability initiatives without large investments. Simple actions like improved housekeeping, keeping the workspace clean and organized, better process control, preventing energy waste, material handling improvements, reducing product damage and waste. These low-cost improvements can reduce waste and increase efficiency while creating a foundation for larger scale investments in technology and innovation. Engage stakeholders. Collaboration is key in implementing cleaner production and sustainable design. Engage with suppliers. Align material sourcing and production practices with sustainability goals. Customers. Promote products with transparent, ethical sourcing and sustainable packaging. Regulators. Stay ahead of regulations by adopting sustainability standards before they become mandatory. So, dear students, today we covered the practical side of product design, cleaner production and sustainable packaging. We learned that packaging plays a critical and crucial role in product sustainability but must balance protection, transport efficiency and end-of-life impacts. Life cycle thinking in packaging helps evaluate the true environmental cost of materials and designs. Cleaner production is not just about end-of-pipe fixes, but it's about designing processes to reduce waste and emissions from the very start. Managerial strategies such as life cycle assessment, supplier auditing, and design for circularity are essential to achieving a sustainable product life cycle. As future managers, you must consider the full life cycle of products from design to disposal and make decisions that will lead to environmentally sustainable, socially responsible, and economically viable. Thank you so much for your attention, and I look forward to our next discussion on sustainable transportation and green logistics in the next week.